Hello, my friend. Welcome back, and hello if we've never met before. You've stumbled upon my How to Start Your Blog series where I'm literally going to show you how I actually start my blog from day one and build it over the course of a year. This recording is happening in December of 2019, and you're going to watch my progression all the way through 2020. So cheers and welcome. You are in the right place if you are a mom like me who is trying to discover how to build a business online while juggling all the things that we have to juggle: kids, family, work, jobs, laundry, grocery lists, meal planning, school permission slips, all that stuff. And you just cannot figure out, like, how can I make it work so that I'm not attached to my phone all of the time and I don't feel this sense of guilt because I have to prioritize the things that are already happening in my life. I'm waving at you from Minneapolis, Minnesota, girl. I'm Michelle Keneally, like I said, and we're going to be new best friends because that was me and I totally relate. I managed to build a business using Facebook. I figured out social media, and I have a fear, or had a fear, of technology. And I told myself that there's no way I can learn how to build an online business using anything but social media. And so what I did was I started to just learn everything I could to learn about Facebook. And I managed to build a business using Facebook. And while I had success, I also had arguments at home with my husband and a little girl who would look at me like, "Are you seriously on your phone again?" And that mom guilt would kick in and make me feel just really horrible. So stress, became well, it was already a huge part of my life anyway, but it became a bigger part of my life and one that I didn't really enjoy. I mean, who really likes stress anyway? But you know what I mean, where it's like you get this adrenaline rush of excitement when you're doing something that you know you should be doing and you feel like, I'm meant to do this. This gives me this drive and I feel like I'm where I'm meant to be. Well, instead, for me, I just started feeling torn. I started feeling bitter. I started feeling like people were trying to stop me from accomplishing my goals when I had to sit down and reflect on what my goals really were. And my goals were to be more present with my family. My goals were to create an online business so I could have more of my family and be a part of what was happening versus being I don't know, disconnected. And that's just kind of how social media came and made me feel in my life, okay? And I'm a type of person, I don't know about you, but while I love being a mom and a wife and having my family, I also want something just for me. I want to feel like I'm giving back in some way. And I have this big need to leave a mark on this world, this sense of needing to be creative and give back in a way and create something that's just mine, that gives me my identity and makes me feel like Michelle versus just mom and wife. Do you feel me, girl? Cheers if you do. So if you're new to this series, this video will stand alone and you can get a lot out of it. You don't have to look at the entire series if you don't want to, but if you've been looking for a solution to how can you build an online business from home, even if you feel like you're not very tech savvy. I almost was going to say technologically savvy, but it came out real twisted. Technology is not my first language either. And I told myself I could not learn how to do anything involving technology because I told myself I wasn't tech savvy. Well, I started to get in touch with my goals and decide, like, well, what do I want to accomplish? Am I willing to give up creating an online business because I'm too afraid to learn technology? And it took me an entire year to, I guess I shouldn't say it took me an entire year. It took me like a month to really think about that. And so what I did then was decide that, well, I don't think so. I don't think I want to give that up. So I purchased some courses and I started to learn about how to blog. I started to learn about how to build an email list. And I purchased courses that were, well, I started off with free ones, which, by the way, I do have a free course for you which shows you how to set up your very own blog, because I was in your shoes once and I know what it's like. So coming from a person who did not understand technology and had to go over every step with a fine-tooth comb so that I can understand it, I put together a tutorial just for you, with you in mind, because I know what it's like. And so you can find that free tutorial in the sign up button if you're watching my Facebook page, Juggling Life All Day with Michelle Keneally. And if you're on my YouTube channel, Start Your Blog Mama, you can look in the description below and find the link for that free class where I literally help you find your idea. I help you set up your actual blog. I help you to get the beginnings of your blog started and thought through, and I give you some resources on where to go next. Okay, so you're going to want to check that out, because I was in your shoes and I know what it's like to be completely glossed over, I don't know where to start. It's So once I realized that if I could figure out Facebook, if I could learn how to set up a business page and use all the tools that Facebook offers, and I was willing to push buttons and just learn what to do, if I could connect with other people and network with them and actually sell things, then I could probably figure out a blog. Now, if you've never sold things on social media before, but you've tried, I want you to ask yourself a question. How am I presenting my wares or my services or my products? Am I presenting them in a way that is useful and helpful and adds value to the person who might want to buy them, to their life? Not just the products themselves. Moi. Am I doing something that causes a person to want to connect with me? And am I connecting in a way that teaches somebody something and then showcases my products to go along with that, right? So the products cannot be forward facing, they cannot be the first thing you talk about, okay? If you are doing this and you are not talking about how to accomplish something, or let's say, for example, you are an artisan cookie maker and you sell cooking tools, you sell, different things, maybe you're in an MLM and you sell things that can be used for cooking, but you love making cookies, okay? Instead of talking about selling the cooking ware, the first thing you should be talking about is what you like to cook and teach people how you cook those things. And when you do that, people will come to you because you'll become a resource. And when you are a resource, they will wonder, what type of cooking ware are you using? And then you can talk about the cooking ware. If you are already doing that and you're already making sales, hallelujah, you're one step ahead, okay? You can translate that onto a blog, which is a platform that you actually own. When we're using social media, we're using borrowed land. It's not ours, and it can be shut down at any single time. If you've never sold anything and you're thinking about selling something, my tutorial actually will help you to draw out what it is that you could talk about. And I actually show you how you can make money and how you can develop your own brand and your own style and profit from that. Okay, we're in week 3 of this particular video series, but like I said, this video will stand alone and you can watch it, okay, or you can get something out of it. I do encourage you to go through that free tutorial and to use this video series as a supplement, because that way it's kind of like we're blogging buddies and we're hanging out, we're cheersing our coffee or our tea, or wine. I'm not judging, but it's kind of like a slower process where you get to see the mindset behind a blogging business, all the little intricate details. You get that encouragement to take the next step. There's no pressure. I mean, you have this 1 year with me where we're gonna go through this. Today's video is where I actually show you the idea behind what I want to accomplish in my blog and how I present that through a blog, okay? So I believe that every single social media channel that you are on is like its own country, and it has its own culture, and it has its own language. With a blog, you are now entering into the country of Google. And as we know, when we want to solve a problem or learn something or find something out, where do we go? I'll just wait. I'll be over here waiting for you to answer the question as you think about it. Like, what's the first thing you do when you want to learn how to do something? What's the first thing you do? I'll wait. Did you say go to Google and search on your phone? Because if you did, then you would be correct. Okay? I'm pretty sure you don't go to Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or LinkedIn to learn how to do something. You know, when your kids come home and they want you to make that last minute costume for something that's going on at school, the first thing you're doing is not going to Facebook for how to make this, angel costume. I don't know why I thought of angel, probably because I'm recording this in December. Anyway, or that science project. They're like, oh, I have a science project due tomorrow. And you're like, what? Ah! You're probably going to Google. You're like, hey, Google, let's be best friends and help me help a girl out, right? So my point is that you are now going to enter into that space of Google. And when you can take what you think might be just common knowledge that just seems like everybody would know how to do it, turns out it really isn't common knowledge most of the time. You can take what you know, put it down on a blog space, create some fun, images, maybe some 20-second videos if you really feel brave. There's a ton of stuff that you can do, and the series is going to show you what's possible. And so I'm going to show you like how I'm going to speak the language of Google. And when somebody comes to my site, this video today is going to show you the thought process behind how I create my blog to look, or I design it to look. It's probably a better way to say that. So that when people find me, I'm attractive enough to them for them to keep looking at my site. Okay? So if you've ever been on social media and you have to design your business page and your profile to look attractive enough for people to want to click through and get to know you a little bit more, then you know how to do this on a blog. All you have to do is learn where to find the stuff and what is possible. And girl, it's pretty dang cool. Like, they have a lot of options, a lot more. I mean, Facebook has a ton of free options. If you're not using Facebook, you probably should use Facebook because it's a place where you can connect and talk with your readers and give them a space to feel like they know you and you can get to know them. And it's an incredible free resource for learning about what people want to know and what you can help them with. It's awesome and it's free. Come on. But with a blog, there's like all this stuff that you can do that like you cannot do on Facebook, and it's all yours. And every person who wants to connect with you through your blog, you can then build up like an address book of those people that want to connect with you. And you can send them messages in an email. Don't be alarmed. Yes, you're going to set up an email list and it's not that expensive. And if you're thinking money right now, like, oh, what she's talking about is so expensive. No. Okay. Building a blogging business is the least expensive business that I know of. Okay. Yeah, sure. You could spend a ton of money doing it, but I'm certainly not. All right. Eventually, I think I probably will spend a little bit more money as my traffic grows and as what I offer people gets bigger, and as I learn how to do blogging a lot more. I'm probably going to invest in some more things that helps my readers. Okay, my personal intention has always been to help other moms build an online business. Always, always, always. Okay. And so, crazy as it sounds, I've decided that my blog is going to be about how to start a blog. I'm like laughing at myself because I'm the last person in the world that I thought would ever do this. And the only way I could think of doing this in an authentic way was to show you how I do it first, how I set it up, how I grow it, how I actually make it happen, how I actually, earn income online. And then once I do that, I will create a course on how to do that. Okay. And then from there, I'm going to do so much more on how to build a blogging business. Like there's just so much potential that I see with this and how it can help so many people. And the reason I want to do this for you is because I'm with you. I know what it's like, and I don't want to be attached to my phone either. Okay. So while I was able to make really good money and grow really good traffic on Facebook, every person that came to my Facebook page and my profile, all of those people on my list, on my friends list, or who have liked my page or follow my page, every single person there, if Facebook were to shut me down tomorrow, I would lose contact. Like we would not be connected. It would be over and done. And all the 3 years of work that I did, gone. Okay. And as moms, we have to work smarter. Okay. We don't have time to mess around and do all these things. We have to do really good quality work, let it work for us, kind of like the crock pot. Like imagine this, like the work that you create with your blog, it needs to be like the crock pot making your dinner. So when you get home, you can throw it together, put food on the table in front of your family, and have quality time with your family and not focus on, the hustle of it all, right? Create work that works for you. In some previous videos I've done already, I've shown people how there's one person's blog post we went over that she wrote it 4 years prior to us looking at her blog post. And it was ranked number 3 with Google, which means that when somebody searches for that topic, her choice, the choice of her post coming up is the 3rd choice. All right. And it's right up there with some really big names, like Tasty was one of them. I can't remember the other one, but yeah, number 3. She wrote it 4 years ago. Think about that. Phew. I mean, come on. So because what I want to do is I want to showcase my free tutorial on how to set up a blog. Okay. So my website's name is Start Your Blog Mama. And the reason that I'm calling it Start Your Blog Mama is because I'm a mom and it was sort of like this smack across the face to me. Like, listen, stop struggling. Start your blog, mama. It sounds kind of violent, I know. It's just a kick in the pants. How about that? We'll just say it's a kick in the pants. Start your blog, mama. So what I'm going to show you today, and I'm going to give you an action step as well. Every video has an action step. I do encourage you to go through this playlist if this is something you want to do. Okay, you're going to find the playlist on my Facebook page. You're going to find the playlist on my YouTube channel. Of course, you're going to find that free tutorial. But I want you to take advantage of this series, okay? It's going to help you to really unpack the fears of why you wouldn't start. It's going to help you to take the steps, the next steps. It's going to give you that feeling like you have a friend in this, like where you're not alone and you're going to do this thing, okay? I know for me, having my virtual friends that I've met through, all the courses I've purchased from very inexpensive to very expensive, all the books I've listened to, all the things I've done to let my mindset, come to terms with you can do anything you set your mind to if you just decide you're going to do it. This series is for that very purpose, okay? I'm being vulnerable and being open. I'm going to show you, the first blog I ever created when I was playing around with it last year, the mistakes I made, how I'm going to clean that up, And I even made money with it, or I am making money with it, even if it's not perfect. Okay. And as a marketer, like someone who, you do realize once you start a business online that you now become like a marketer, because you have to market yourself to people. Okay. Even if you just provide a service, or if you have a thing you make, you have to tell people about it. That's marketing. Okay. So anyway, my point is that I'm going to show you all of the things, okay? I'm going to show you that progression, and it's going to be so good for you to see that perfection has no place here, ever, okay? We're not here to be perfect. We're here to do the dang thing. And the beauty of starting a blog is that you can start very minimally. You can learn as you go. You don't have to be the expert in even the thing you want to talk about. You can know a little bit about it. You can be very interested in it. But you have to have a why that pushes you to do it. You have to have a reason that you show up. All right. And I do go over that in some previous videos. I will go over that in, the upcoming videos we do together. I'm going to continuously remind you of that fact. Okay. You have to have a reason that you show up. No one is going to hold your hand. No one's going to tell you to get up and work on your business. You're your own boss. So you're the one that gets to tell yourself to show up. Okay. So today's video is going to showcase my thought process behind what I want Start Your Blog Mama to be, how I'm going to present that, and then your action step is then going to look around at what other blogs are doing that you think you might want to talk about, like people who are talking about what you think you might want to talk about. And I want you to pick apart how they're presenting that information, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. You notice like colors, notice, images they use, if they use video, the fonts they use. I want you to really just notice those things, okay? And as we go out throughout this week, every week of this series has a theme, okay? And this week's theme is basically about a theme. It's how your first impression that you give a person when they come to your site, okay? So we might as well just call this First Impressions Week, okay? And that's what I want you to notice is after this video, I want you to go and just like search for a topic online, find what the person is talking, find the person that you choose to look at what they talk about on their blog, and write down in detail why you decided to choose them. Like, what is it about them that you wanted to look at? Like, what caused you to trust that link that Google gave you to look at that person's site? And then once you got there, what was your first impression? Okay, so that's your project. And let's dive in. I'm going to show you mine, and I'm going to show you, like, as we go, I'm thinking of changing my theme. I know, it's crazy. Guess what? You're going to do that. You're going to try something and you might change and it's okay. So I'm going to show you that. Ready? Let's go. Okay, so as I'm creating my blog, I am hosting my blog on Bluehost, okay? Yes, there's some free resources out there to start your blog. I don't recommend that because you don't own that space and you don't want to be limited to how you can monetize your blog. Trust me, for $3.95 a month, it's a pretty good deal, okay? And actually, I walk you through it in my tutorial on how to get set up and how to do all of this. And I'm sure you've heard of like WordPress. If you haven't heard of WordPress before, you will. As you start exploring options to blogging, you're going to find there are some spaces out there that offer free options to starting your blog. But you won't own that. I think there might even be one platform out there or one host that maybe lets you have it for free for a little bit. But I'm telling you, like, you can literally start a blog for under $100 for over $100, and this is for a year, not a month. And I go through it in my free tutorial. So find the free sign up button on my Facebook page or in the description of my YouTube channel. Find that free tutorial. I go in depth again on helping you discover what you actually want to talk about. And I walk you step by step through what you need to get going. Okay. And I'm not talking like super expensive, all the crazy things. I'm talking about like, what do you just need to get started? Okay. So we're going to dive in here. I'm going to show you mine. Again, this video series is literally walking you through an entire year of me setting up my own blogging business. I'm going to show you all the things, all the behind the scenes, all the thought processes, everything. Okay. So as we go, I hope you learn something along the way, and I hope that this series suffices as kind of like your blogging buddy, as you know, your guiding light towards your own journey, and it helps you to show up. Okay, that's my goal. Okay, so as we go in here, so my goal here is to help women start their very own blogging businesses. Okay, that's my goal, right? And so I created a tutorial to go along with that. And my main goal with my site is then to invite people who come to my site to try out my tutorial. And then from the tutorial, I want them to be on my email list so that we can talk. So I can send them emails helping them out with their own blogging businesses. That's the whole point of this video series. That's the whole point of my site. It's the whole point of my free option, freebie, opt-in, lead magnet, whatever the words, the terminology that you come across, that is what I'm doing. I've created something for free to invite people, you, to take a look at starting a blogging business so I can help you to make money online and be more present with your family. That is my goal, okay? And I know sometimes people come online feeling skeptical when they first see somebody or meet somebody. They're like, oh, I don't know, like, should I do this? Is this a scam? No, like, I'm literally just walking you through this for free. I'm just showing you how to do this for free. Eventually, I will put together a course because I'm going to show how it's possible to have a blogging business. And then based on my knowledge, I can then charge people for what I know. So take this as encouragement to you that if you were to create, say, a site about artisan cookies, you could create content about how to make artisan cookies and you could help people get results. You could create some sort of a freebie yourself to invite people into your own email list and find out what the people that you would work with want to know. You could create a free or a paid ebook, a cookbook, a video series. There's so many things. I've gone over that in some other videos. So I'm not going to go into that here in this space because my point of this is to show you the first impression. Okay, that's the goal. All right, that's what we're working on. So, with that said, because that's my goal, is to help other moms to build a blogging business. If you're the kind of person that sits there and thinks to yourself, like, is this person trying to scam me? No, I am not. I'm showing you my journey out loud because the only way I know how to show up for my own goals is by showing up for other people. So call me crazy. I am just going to show up and teach what I know as I go because it goes along with my mission. I know it's probably crazy. 365 videos of free content for you. Cheers, you're welcome. All right, so we're going to dive in. We're going to look at my site. Now, I have a very inexpensive computer. Pretty good internet, but because my computer is the lowest of the low end you can get, the memory is, I'm always deleting things. I have like storage that I pay for. So literally, even if you have barely anything or barely any money to start this business, you can do this. And as you earn more money, you can upgrade. Okay, so here's what it looks like when you first get into you sign on to your site, okay? And you can see here that Bluehost actually like gives you a whole bunch of like free help. It's awesome. And they have people who you can hire this what is it called? Blue Sky for $29 a month to have an expert help you, walk you through it. I mean, I get my groceries delivered and I get Amazon to deliver things to me out of convenience and help. So $29 a month, like that's really exciting and appealing. All right, so I'm going to go into WordPress, and you do want to have a WordPress.org site if you're ever wondering, because it gives you more flexibility on the income you could earn. WordPress.com offers you a free option to start a blog, but I would not do that because as you are going to try to monetize your blog, people who would work with you, brands that would work with you, want to see that you own your own site. Okay, they don't want you to be on a free one. All right, so that's just saying there. Okay, so this is like the dashboard of the blog. Okay, this side space over here like allows you to the tools that you would use to navigate around your site. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and just look at what my site looks like right now at the moment. I only have one blog post posted so far. The reason for that is because like I said, I'm literally going to document everything in front of you, right? Everything. So, you're welcome. And I was thinking about this. I was like, should I really be doing this? Because shouldn't I just be putting my content out there and just like start getting it circulated? But it's very important to me that I do this. Like, it's on my heart. I believe in this mission. I'm going to do this. Like, I don't care if it takes me a little bit longer because I'm recording these videos up to this point. So like this is week 3 and I've recorded 2 weeks worth of videos so far. So sometimes I tell myself, oh my God, I'm 2 weeks behind on what I could be doing. But the truth is that my intention is that all the videos I make can then become a blog article, because I don't know that I'm a real awesome writer, but I know that I can create good tutorials that like set up a foundation for an idea, the topic that needs to be learned. I know I create lengthy videos. Sorry to those who don't want to listen to lengthy videos. I've thought about not making them lengthy, but to be honest with you, this is for the person who needs that little extra, coaching, that little extra push. And you can listen in your car, you can, put your earbuds in, whatever you got to do. But I'm creating this series with the intention of helping, okay? And so if I'm doing that, I'm going to take everything I create in a video and I'm going to transform that into a blog post. So if you are not a good writer, if you think you are not capable of writing, you can create a video teaching something. You don't even have to show anybody the video. You could just make the video for yourself using your phone. You could prop it up, record yourself talking about a topic, and then go around and translate what you just said into a blog post. I will show you how to set up writing a blog post. It's actually in my tutorial, so you can go ahead and take a look at that. But here's my site. I want it to be inviting, so I created some light colors. I created a little space that looks like we're hanging out at a table with some tea. Maybe it's some coffee, I don't know. But I wanted it to be a real, like a cafe sort of feel, or like we're hanging out on my porch, sort of that sort of thing. So I said, this is a place for moms to learn how to build a blogging business. And so I have on the screen an about me, a blog, and a contact button. And as you scroll through, I want it to be just very simple and to the point, where I say what the site is dedicated to. And then again, some personal items like this is a stock photo. These are all stock photos that I found for free. And you can do that too. I will go over that throughout this tutorial, but I did find this stock photo, but it reminds me of what my space would look like. Okay. I have glasses very similar to that. And then I right away go into what I offer. People want to know what's in it for them. And this is what's in it for whoever comes to my site is how do you start a blog? Here's a free blogging workshop. And then I talk about the workshop, and then I have a little button where they can enroll. Yes, I put that button in myself, you guys. I did that. And then here's a picture of me and my family. I don't know why sometimes my face shows up on here, or we get the whole picture in there, and sometimes we don't. So this is why I think I want to change this particular theme. And I'm going to do that on a different video this week. So you're going to see that. But right now, I just want you to look at this. And so then I go into this about me where I talk about, hey, new friend, and I talk about who I am. And I've bolded the main ideas because people don't read all the way. They skim first and they want to see what's in it for them. And then if they don't see anything that could, bring them something that they find helpful, they move along. So I've bolded my main ideas so I can capture someone's attention immediately. So let's go back. Right away, I've created a space that's inviting. I say what I'm about, Start Your Blog Mama, a place for moms to learn how to build a blogging business. Okay, I'm still interested. I say what the site is dedicated to in very little sentences, so it's not real, lengthy. And then I have a little inviting image of oh, she likes to read. She lives with her earbuds in her ear. She's got some cool glasses. And then I go right into boom, what's in it for me? Free blogging workshop. And then the question of how do you start a blog? The reason I'm using how do you start a blog as my title of this free blogging workshop is because when people go online they type in how do you start a blog when they want to know how to do that, right? So I want to leverage and let Google know that that's what this is about. Okay, and we're going to go into that throughout this series, but when someone actually types in how do you start a blog, I'm hoping that my thing comes up, okay? Now I show who I am and what I like to do, and then I say about me. Bold, remember? If you were to not read anything else, you would see, hi, new friend, I'm Michelle. I'm thrilled to meet you. I help women bring their ideas into the world of blogging. I teach other moms how to start blogs and to get their ideas into the world too. You can learn how to start a blog here. Main ideas. Boom. Gets to the point. Click here for the guide. There's the button. Leads to my free tutorial. And then I want to give them a little feeling like we're hanging out, right? Okay, so we're on this cozy little couch. Chilling with our feet up on a coffee table, nothing too fancy. I live in a small space, so there's that. And then I go right into the blog, which is below. So if they're real interested in me, they're going to find this. They're going to keep looking. And then the first question or the first blog post, is it a good idea for moms to start a blog? And then I give you a little bit more space of what it's like to hang out with me. The stay weird sign was real important to me because I embrace individuality. And then I say, here's how to contact me. And this is an invitation to get on my email list, okay? I'm not real lengthy, just super simple. And about this site is at the bottom. When they get to the bottom, they're okay, why was I here again? Because people's attention spans, I'm not even kidding, are real short. Pay attention to your own. So I just say about this site, this is a place for moms to discover how to build their blogging business. Use this blog as a resource for building your own blogging business while juggling a family and a job. You will find a free blogging course that will help you to set up your very own blog. And then I have a search bar. Okay, that's it. That is all. Now, as we go throughout this week, I'm going to show you I think that I want to change to a different theme, and I'm going to do that in a different video. But the reason I want to change to a different theme is because I think I should have 3 main topics that I want someone to walk away with on the blog portion. But I might change my mind. I like the fact that I have this blog post right here. Is it a good idea for moms to start a blog? But I think as I'm building my blog, I think that the newer each post I put up is going to change that main blog article that's front and center. And I think if I change my theme, that I could keep this particular blog post the first one that you see, because that's the first one I want them to see, because I want to answer all the questions that somebody might have if they're looking to start a blog. Okay, so you can see what my main idea is: to welcome somebody to my site, to get them comfortable to check me out, to go, okay, do I want to trust this person? Oh, free workshop, sweet. This is who she is. Okay, cool. This is what she does. Awesome. Seems like she's, my kind of chick. And then I answer another question. Is it a good idea for moms to start a blog? But I want that to be front and center. So I think I need to find a new theme that allows me to do that. And what a theme is it's kind of like your shell, or it's kind of like when you do a Facebook page, right? When you create a Facebook page, they allow you to choose like a template, which would be like your theme on your Facebook page, right? And when you use that theme, it gives you different features and tools that go along with that for your site. So it's mimicking a blog on your Facebook page. Legit, okay? It's mimicking a blog. And so I think I need to choose a different theme that gives me the look and the feel and the capabilities that I'm looking for. Hopefully that was helpful. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple different themes throughout this week and see what they look like and see what kind of options that gives me. Okay, so this is the end of the video. I just wanted you to see like how I'm presenting myself, the idea behind why I'm presenting myself this way. And what I want you to do is to do your own research, okay? So I hope you're getting excited, because I'm getting excited, because you're going to start seeing me actually write out my blog articles too. So we're going to do all the things together. Was that exciting for you? That was so exciting for me. I cannot wait to dive into this even more, okay? These videos, I know they're a little bit lengthy, but I honestly feel like I have to give you everything. And I know we're all busy. I know we're juggling all of the things, but when you're building a business, it's kind of like you need that foundation. You need to know what you're doing. You need to know why you're doing what you're doing. And you need all the details. You need all of it. You need to know what you're doing from start to finish, okay? And this is an investment. It's like, I feel you could, if you're super busy and you're still just really unsure about it, you could pop in your earbuds or put it in your car while you're driving and just listen. Just listen, and then come back later if you wanted to like push yourself to like maybe get up and walk on the treadmill in the morning or go for a walk with your earbuds in and like looking at it on your phone or whatever, nursing the baby. Put the earbuds in, done it, been there. Oh my God. For a very long time, I nursed my daughter with earbuds in and learned a bunch of skills. It is possible. You are a mom and you are capable of so much. So if you're excited about this and you want to get caught up, go ahead and find that free tutorial. Look for the sign up button on my Facebook page, Juggling Life All Day with Michelle Keneally, or on YouTube, go into the description and find the link to the free class in the description box below. Get caught up, start your blog, and then we're going to use this supplement series to get you up and going, okay? We're blogging buddies. I'm not leaving anything out. I'm showing you all of the things, all right? And I'm pretty frugal, so if you're worried about me like having you spend a bunch of money, I'm not going to do that, because I think that you can start a business with very little and you can figure out free ways to make something happen for yourself. I'm going to show all that to you. I'm excited. Okay, it's going to be fun. And if this was just too much for you, come back later when you are a little bit more ready. Okay? Don't judge yourself. Don't feel bad about it. Don't come here with a negative mindset. Come here with a positive mindset, and when you're ready, okay, I'll still be here. All right? So go ahead, search Google for some topics that you want to learn more about. Come up, make something up in your head. Notice what you found attractive about the particular blog you chose to look at, why you liked it, what you didn't like or what you did like, and pick apart what it is that person is offering. Okay? Notice how they're making money with their blog. Okay? Okay? All you're doing is a little bit of research. You're just taking note. You're learning about what's out there and what you like and what you don't like to spark your very own ideas. That's it. That's your job. That's your action step for today. Okay? So cheers, and I'll see you on the next video.